You called this field, you gave it a name.
I gave this field, I called it Matopos.
Matopos.
Matopos is a place in the south of Zimbabwe. Very important, I think, location within African history. Because you're talking of when the early settlers come into southern Africa and they get to this place, Matopos, which is these rocks. Right, they just thought it was just rocks, you know, but not knowing that there were people that lived there, and actually that they were very kind of like sophisticated in their agricultural practices, which is something that we don't get to hear or to read about within our own history. And somehow we have these old colonial books that were written by the settlers, because remember, they're documented as we're coming, traveling, and so we start to see all this stuff that was happening right within our own kind of landscape. So Matopos, so what they found was like this space which was just thriving with like food abundance, right? Mealies, groundnuts, you name it. And I think they were kind of like surprised or shocked on like the systems were very sophisticated, you know, very well advanced agricultural practices, yeah. So we dedicated this and called it Matopos. So this is like a mixed kind of like style of farming, and also what I've done here is to create like this is like a pilot plot where also I'm trying out some soil amendments that we make in the farm. And the way, if you look at the growth, as you can see, the growth here is quite massive, right?
Yes.
I mean, you can see the maize is way, way tall.
Yes.
Right? So I've been using vermicompost, our vermicompost that we make here with our worms, and also inoculated it with certain amendments which are trade secret, but it's all natural stuff here. And then my experiment was to see like how is the growth going to be. So on this section there's more of it, so and then the further you go there's less. So it was like seeing how well do these soil amendments work, right? When you apply soil amendments in a correct way, and how do they work? And then there'll be like certain shoots, like that one.
Yes.
Certain shoots. In those ones we made another soil amendment, right, which I call them water balls, right, which are kind of like these balls that I made, and then I put them in sections, which everything has been documented in my diary. So now I can see which plants and how much growth these plants have kind of evolved over time. So everything has been recorded since when it was bare. So I'll show you guys how before it was. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's like everything.
The water balls, is it just do you put the seed inside, or you plant the seed separate? And
no, the seeds. No, this one didn't have any seeds in it. It was just with clay, vermicomposting, some amino acids, some biochar, and some other things that are put in it. And these balls are quite big. So what happens is like it's a slow release of nutrients to the soil.
Wow.
Yeah, over time. That's why you get this crazy.
It's working. I can definitely say it's working. Yeah. That's amazing. I don't think I've seen anything that tall. It's like 3 meters, maybe.
Yeah. That's the thing. Was like I never seen maize grow that tall.
Wow.
And then look at the cassava. So you'll see with the cassava. What's interesting, because we have cassava. Most of this cassava is planted at the same time, and then also you'll see just the growth here as compared to the other side. If we come, so what you have now is it sounds like a gradient of growth that you'll see. So it starts going that way from tall, and then it starts getting evening out. And they like here.
What's the mix of plants you have in here?
We've got maize, we've got millet, we've got groundnuts, we've got amaranthus, that's pigweed. We've got banana grass, we've got Rhodes grass, we've got Chithonia, Gracidia, beans, pumpkin, peas, pawpaw, banana, mulberry. Yeah,
my God, all of that.
All in this small, all in this small space. Yeah.
This is the thing that always interests me about organic fields like this. You know, when you're used to seeing the clean rows that come from synthetic farming.
Yeah.
So you know, because you look at it like, oh, okay, it's easy to pass a combine through it and just collect everything. But when it's like this, how do you go about harvesting?
Right, because this is how can I say, an experiment that we're doing. So we observing the different plants when they mature, and we're going in to harvest when anything. So constantly you have to go around and check. But then also what was more important for us in this field was this field suffered from compaction. Right, every year when it rained, the water would sit, then the plant growth here wasn't really good. So we discovered that we had to break the compaction. So now the way of breaking the compaction is actually having cover crop, right? So you want roots to go in there, right? So like grass, they go so deep, break up all that compaction. And then also what we're gonna have is biomass. It's gonna decompose. When all these things dry, they fall, they die, they add that biomass, they break the soil, and then slowly we start to have good soil. So this is going to be left like this for a year.
Oh, okay.
We're not planting anything. We just, what comes, what dies, and we're going to give it a natural process as we let the soil heal, because we have to also heal the soil if it's not well. So that's what. It's a bit like being in a hospital. So this one is
it's a recovering field.
It's recovering. So we're just not disturbing the soil, leaving it like that, and let Mother Nature take its toll. Okay. And then later on we want to come back and then plant. Okay. So we removed all the drip, because this used to be a drip irrigation. Yep. How
does compaction happen? Was it because of the previous farmers, or was it just from
compaction? When the soil, usually when the soil is exposed, nothing to protect it, the rain almost. So when it rains and the soil is never protected with plants or anything, slowly you start to compact. It's amazing that
just rain. Yeah,
rain.
Wow.
Will cause compaction, right? And the like. So what you have, so at times you don't see the compaction because the compaction is low. And then also if you're using a lot of synthetic fertilizers, all those salts that accumulate down, and then what happens, they stop at the same point and create a compaction layer. You don't see it. Yeah.
Oh, it's below the...
It's below.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because whatever can stop it down there at the bottom, and then that's it. Then your times you'll be like, why my thing's not growing? It's done.
Wow.
Yeah. So the roots are just to break, you know, the soil here.
Okay, wow. This is definitely like the story you told me. There's abundance.
Abundance, definitely. And also, because we're not only for us, you know, but also for the animals, creatures, insects. We want lots of insects, because insects, they're there to pollinate, you know, not only this section, but the rest of the section. So you're kind of trying to create a well-balanced ecosystem, right? Not like a system here where you have one crop and the like, so you have lack of diversity. So you see we've got butterflies always, bees, insects here. When you go in, it's just full of life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then also what we do is like we do chop and drop. So we'll chop all this stuff, leave it to then we let the new stuff come up and be chopping. So we call that chop and drop.
Okay.
We'll show you some sections of that too.
Okay. Wow. This is very nice. This is I'm noticing that you've got all these other trees also surrounding the field. Is that on purpose, or did it just like kind of happen?
Yep. So trees, because you know in Zambia it gets very, very hot. And we discovered that, like, you know, our soils need also protection from the sun, because during the hot dry season, if you don't have any ground cover, you're losing a lot of water. So, and actually we get helped at times by these big tall trees to block too much sun. So we do a lot of pruning. So right now you'll see in the farm we've been doing lots of pruning to allow sunlight, by the same time they're shielded from too much sun exposure. Yeah.
So it's like balancing.
So it's like balancing, yeah. So everything is a balance. We're trying to mimic nature. For us, we want to create a space that will almost be like in the forest, but to grow our food at the same time for production. So there's a lot of experimentation, try and error, because you have to try and see what works. So same things now, we know like that plant does not like too much sun, it likes shade. You know, like these like lettuces were here they were just being bashed, right? Like completely. So they'll grow, and then the sun, especially during that drought we had,
Yeah.
it was sad to see watch here.
Wow.
So we had to use half of the field, half of the farm. So we stopped production on this farm, on this field, that field, and we focused on that side. Because remember, there was no Zesco, so we got solar.
Yeah.
But then at times solar also is not that strong, you know, pumping, take a long time. So yeah, those were the big challenges. So we managed, but that was tough.
Wow. Wow.